learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down.
She works
We
fast.
should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
Away, Highwing! Away!
Have a moment. Please stop by the room of requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
Okay.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
No need to race now, my friend.
Can't find a broom? I suppose the hippogriff's a respectable alternative.
Sure is.
I've no doubt that
There you
Black
are.
will be remembered as the worst headmaster Hogwarts has ever seen. No ability to have a rapport with the pupils whatsoever.
You got that, Leander.
Impressive flying for a relative beginner.
Yeah, don't you wish you could say the same?
I pressed Ominis regarding Salazar Slytherin's Scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Alright. Was that a student just floating? What is the student doing?
I
he's over
enjoy
here.
divination, but when is Professor Anai going to tell us more about Africa?
Forget divination.
enough
Can we
about
talk
all
about
of
your levitation? What the hell was that?
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominis?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominis won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominis.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominis is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way.
Oh.
Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned
Well,
poltergeist.
One of us was.
Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
Thanks.
What are you doing here?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hello, Ominis. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
Please, Ominis. I confided in you before about what happened with the Undercroft. Sebastian simply wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a Scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about our house founder and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this Scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
Well, I fetched him quickly
These
enough.
braziers grant access to the Scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear.
Confringo!
Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominis. Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
One way to find out.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. Looks like a locked door. We may want to look around.
I must prove my point. We do not need to use the dark arts as my family instructs. When I reach the Scriptorium, I will find evidence that there's more to Salazar Slytherin than we realize. I have written to my brother. He now knows how I access the corridor's entrance, and that there's no straight path to reach the Scriptorium. It's a maze with many challenges to solve. I hope that my brother will follow my lead, and we can study our ancestors' legacy together. Noctua Gaunt.
The journal entry. Signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominis, your family was here.
I know. She was my aunt.
You knew? And didn't tell me?
Ominis. The journal mentions many challenges ahead.
That's why I said this could be dangerous. Aunt Noctua kept my father informed until she vanished.
It must be repaired.
Repairer!
But maybe the rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
I hear it too. You know why? 'Cause
The
I can also
voice is
talk to snakes.
ancient, sinister.
Snake-like.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
My
I wish
brother.
all Slytherins could talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Nope.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominis, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Thanks a lot, Sebastian. It's not like I'm trying to hide that or anything.
There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Revelio!
Moon thing on top of snake thing.
The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself.
Lumos!
But you got to it first.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Nice work.
Oh, 3 of 5. That's a little early.
Incendio!
I will get it though. I failed the dial and it struck my face as if it were a real serpent, but I must find a way forward for my family's sake. We should not require children to conform to old traditions. The Scriptorium must have proof that there's more to our legacy than meets the eye. Not you have gone.
Ominis, your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did.
So I
And
mean,
she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Lumos!
kind of sucks for Ominis that he wants the answers and what is that, like a cat thing and then a Z. Oh, excuse me. Since you're doing nothing.
Incendio!
Salazar Slytherin buried the Scriptorium deep within Hogwarts. I'm afraid I shall lose my way around these dark corridors. I am a descendant, and yet I feel unwelcome. Lighting these braziers in the corridors helping. I shan't lose my heart. Challenge by challenge, I will make my way through.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome. Lumos.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
So which cat thing in the Z? Try that first, I guess.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Of course.
Lumos.
Impressive. Nice work.
I do my work. Sebastian doesn't. Extraordinary. This journey is painful but rewarding. I shall soon find the Scriptorium and discover untold secrets regarding our house founder. Salazar Slytherin intended more than what we've become. I know it.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
Okay, fish thing and mountain thing.
Not the welcoming sort, was he? Every dial seems to be getting more difficult, but we've made it this far. Don't give up. Excellent work. We're another step closer to the Scriptorium.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
We'll keep going. What did he just do? What does he have? A pocket watch? You're looking at the time?
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Oh boy. Oh dear. I've lost hope. I'm locked in. I heard a scream and saw the tortured faces. The only way forward is with an unforgivable curse. Even if I wanted to cast it, I have no one upon whom to do so. Salazar Slytherin created a malicious challenge indeed. In my last correspondence to my brother, I'd invited him here. Now, if he looks for me alone, I'll have led him to his death. Despite our differences, I wish him no ill. I wish we had parted on better terms. Noctua gone.
Ominis. Her skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominis, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
Poor Ominis.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucio is etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominis has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominis's favor. Will you ask him about this?
No.
You know him better than I do.
Very well. Wish me luck. Wish we had some liquid luck. Ominis, I know this is the last thing you want to do.
Yes, it is. I thought you knew me better.
But this is different. Whoever you cast it upon would have agreed to it first. It wouldn't be an innocent victim. We have to open the door.
The spell won't work unless you mean it. That's true of all unforgivables. If it must be done, then one of you must cast it.
What do we do now? Ominis is not going to cast the Cruciatus Curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominis knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
Since I solved all the other puzzles and you've done quite literally nothing, you can take one for the team.
I want to learn the curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell, raise your wand, point it at me, and firmly declare Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you all right?
That pain. I would have done anything to make it stop. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving. We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's Scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Revelio.
Yo, Ominis, you want to go check out Slytherin's other hotspot here?
Sebastian, Ominis. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
Yeah, in a minute. I fear we shall never come to an accord. I cannot persuade even one of them to listen to reason. I had dared hope that Godric's thoughts were aligned with my own, that he understood why the caliber of student needed to be exceptional, but he has fallen prey to the ridiculous notion that Muggleborns are somehow as capable as purebloods. He was furious when I expressed my displeasure at his thoughts on the matter, thoughts he had not yet put voice to. I tire of the discord. I can no longer bear witness to the corridors full of inept children masquerading as witches and wizards. It is with heavy heart that I now know I must go from here. I shall place the creature into a deep sleep in its chamber until it can be awakened by one who shares my views, a descendant willing to reverse the damage that the others have so carelessly wrought, one who shall rid the school of those unworthy of Hogwarts that would serve only to stain my legacy. So even if Ominis did open the Chamber of Secrets, he couldn't actually... Could he control the Basilisk? Because it says, until it can be awakened by one who shares my views, and he doesn't. A descendant willing to reverse the damage. He doesn't share that. Drink this century-old whatever. More than a century old.
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominis never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I think I
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
I don't know why you looked right at me when you said it.
I see a way out.
Best news I've
Me
heard all
too.
day.
Ominis, about your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominis.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Or ominous.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Alright, well, he seems to have gotten over things quickly.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight. Lucan Brattleby must have nearly wet himself when you won every single crossed once battle.
Oh, he really seems to be in a much better mood. You have anything to say to me? Nothing?
Ancient secrets bring forth an age of magic, with the rise of a new hero.
Okay.